go. Just like one. I'm going on vacation one day, and today was the last day of my sophomore year of high school. So far, I've accomplished nothing. Well, to say I haven't achieved anything is a bit of a stretch. I've gotten a few school awards here and there, and I was able to survive 2 APs this past year, bringing my weighted GPA to about a 4.13. My one honors class weight is only about a 4.5. To add, Taekwondo has been a big part of my transcript, becoming a rising contributor to the organization that I'm in by becoming a judge for tournaments, a contender for the organization's nationals, and much more. I also do badminton on the side as a second sport. You could say by no means I'm an outstanding student, and you'd be right. I've had no volunteering hours to my name, zero clubs made. I've barely even attended any clubs for that matter, and overall I have not been an impact at all. To add salt to the wound, this is the second year in a row I wasn't in my yearbook. It sounds pretty stupid, kind of is, but that idea that I was basically a nobody for the second year in a row kind of just struck me. To rebut, there are many people that ended up not being added to the yearbook, but I really wanted to be in it this year. My mom said if I don't end up in a yearbook next year, she's not going to get one for me. For some, that might be a silly goal, but it holds much meaning to myself. Up until this point, like I said earlier, I never had an impact on my high school, and I want to be there. I want my memories to be seen, laughs to be preserved, but I was just never in it. Furthermore, I shouldn't be in this position. I'm lucky enough to even have the opportunity to have these things available to me. It seems that my own sloth has prevented me from doing so. In other words, I have had the chance to grant my own edge in this sphere we call home, and yet I just have never grasped it. Okay, I'm kind of making this at late notice because it would be kind of hard to make something like this while being in a hotel in Asia. Which brings me to this channel I'm posting on, LejienDoom, which is not named after the supervillain league of DC Comics, but rather from my first name, Legion. Yes, that's how you actually spell it, and Doom, coming from the first 3 letters of my last name, but under a different spelling, of course. I made my first YouTube video on August 9th, 2021, maybe around my first day of being a 6th grader, almost 5 years from today. Back then, it was about playing video games and my lazy ass not editing. To be fair, it'd be pretty difficult for an 11-year-old to edit YouTube videos by himself anyways. Not like this video is well edited anyways. As of posting this video, it has a grand total of 87 views, which I did not expect given how bad the quality of it was. And it's still about double that of my previous video, which if you haven't watched, you should totally watch it. Uh, but at the time, someone watching my video that I posted was generally the best feeling in the world. Like I said in my previous videos, it was hard for me to find any friends, although around that time I already had a bit of a small friend group. The 30 or so views that I got in the first couple months made me feel like a celebrity, but that was just the beginning. My YouTube channel was focused on many things, including Geometry Dash, animation, yes, the really cringy ones, World Zero, I think I'm going to unlist those, and others. But what really gave me that edge I was talking about earlier were my hours videos. My second YouTube video ever talking about how to get a character, or host as they call it in the game, parting without any game passes, as it was a Roblox game. Despite my terrible editing skills and 2 hours of my weekend, that video got 121,000 views. But the actual that video gave me 4,600,000, well, 4,600 watch hours, about 190 days of just watching my one video. It was innumerable to me at the time, but back then, 11-year-old me was not able to capitalize on that extent. To add, I had another viral video that one tier list video that gave me around 90,000 views, and it's actually the one that gave me about 60% of my audience, of my 684 subscribers. Shout out to that one subscriber that subscribed for my last video. So why didn't I make any more videos? Actually, it was like a question I still don't know the answer to this day. But I had a niche that I could use to grow, maybe monetize myself while I'm at it. My channel had grown to about 700-ish subscribers. And what did I decide to do? Call it quits. The reason why I brought up my YouTube channel is because it was a reflective example of my problem. I have this opportunity to succeed. I have some initial growth from that. I quit due to laziness, and then I don't do anything about it. Then repeat. I'm basically a counterexample to the laws of thermodynamics, if you know, you know. But there's another thing that made me want to leave the YouTube space. I never really got a comment, which was good. I mean, if you're really hating on an 11-year-old, what's wrong with you? But seeing 1,600 comments on my top video honestly just scared me. It felt as though I had to impress all these new people. Maybe this is why I wasn't very popular. I'm still not, by the way. But anyways, these thoughts in my head that there is nothing I can do is that same sloth that affects many of us in the real world. To the 5 or so people that are going to end up watching this, I want to give it another shot. I sound like I want to rekindle a relationship, but this is the first day of summer break. I have a 4-week vacation starting tomorrow, a 1-week biotech camp at my dream college, a badminton tournament in which I want my first ever win in the finals, and nationals in November. I have 9 weeks to turn my life around. I don't really want to be on the couch playing video games anymore. I did say it was my passion, and I'll probably still be playing. But junior year is coming, considered the hardest hitter for a high schooler, and I'm pitching. See what I did there? Oh my gosh, that's so cringe. If you could have one key takeaway from all the yapping I just did, just think about this. Whether you're the same age, gender, status, condition, whatever, you are just as likely to fall to the sin sloth as I am. Whether it is trying to get straight A's, trying to make your basketball team, finally reaching that 1,000 subscriber mark, please subscribe by the way, or something small like just trying to get into your school's yearbook. It's a small part of what makes us humans. As Mark Manson once emphasized in his book, that I can't name or else I get demonetized if I ever get to that point. We should not strive for goals, but rather strive for the pains and struggles toward those goals. It's never meant to be easy, and that's the point. What would separate us apart from the herd is our mentality and perspective on the world. In the end, it really is a pain to win a race against a sloth. Thank you. So, I'm back. Oh my gosh. I'll be out with my family for a number of weeks, so don't expect any posts anytime soon. But I'll definitely be taking some wonderful photos that I might use for the future. Sophomore year just ended, like I said in the video. Well, anything in this conclusion is already what I've said in the video. But summer break is upon us. I already made an I'm back video that turns out I definitely wasn't back. So no hopes, guarantees, or pinky promises for me. That rhymed. I'm pretty cool. I wrote that in the script, by the way. But if you actually stuck until the end of the video, thank you so much. It really means the world to me and my wallet. If I eventually become monetized, I need to pay my parents for all they pay for me. I also need a mic because my phone is actually not going to cut it if I plan on doing this for a while. Side note, I'm not actually using my phone to record my voice. It's actually my headphones, but I already made the script. I'm too lazy to change it. I think this sloth is winning. Anyways, that's all for now. Share this with your friends if you want to hear some random dude's life story, but also subscribe because what's the point if you're never going to see me again? Okay, that's all. Bye.